Next, I want to talk about odometer disclosure and odometer tampering. On January 1st of 2021, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration changed the model year exemption for vehicles from 10 years to 20 years. Under the new law, you must disclose odometer information for 2011 and newer model years until the vehicle is 20 years old. A vehicle that is 2010 or older is still exempt when it becomes 10 years old. And here you see a graph that will easily explain this new law. As you see, a 2008 model year vehicle would become exempt when it becomes 10 years old. So a 2008 model year became exempt from odometer disclosure requirements on January 1st of 2018. A 2009 model year vehicle became exempt on January 1st of 2019. A 2010 model became exempt on January 1st of 2020. Now, this is where the model year exemption changes under the new law. A 2011 vehicle does not become exempt until it is 20 years old. So a 2011 vehicle does not become exempt until January 1st of 2031. A 2012 vehicle does not become exempt until January 1st of 2032. See how that works? A 2013 vehicle does not become exempt until January 1st of 2033. The current mileage on any vehicle must be disclosed in writing, and the dealer is required by law to disclose the odometer reading at the time of the sale. The odometer reading is not needed on a vehicle that has a gross vehicle weight of more than 16,000 pounds, is sold by the manufacturer directly to an agency of the United States, is not self-propelled, or is a new vehicle prior to its transfer to the first retail purchaser, and then any vehicle that is more than 20 years of age. Dealers must disclose odometer information on any vehicle that is not exempt at the time of the sale. All electronic title applications must have odometer disclosure. All title applications require odometer disclosure if the vehicle is not exempt, and the disclosure occurs on a secure document such as a title or a dealer assignment form or secure power of attorney. As a Texas dealer, you've got to be aware of the Odometer Brands and what constitutes odometer tampering laws and penalties. And on this chart, you'll be able to see the different types of odometer brands according to the National Motor Vehicle Title Information System. That's that federal title database that I'm assuming that you're probably already using. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, more than 450,000 vehicles are sold every year with false odometer readings. And this crime costs the American car buyer more than $1 billion annually. So I want you to know how to spot odometer fraud, how to protect your dealership against it, and then who to contact if you think you are a victim of this illegal behavior. And just as a side note, digital odometers are even harder to detect than traditional mechanical odometers, since digital odometers have no visible moving parts. A vehicle's condition and the detailed history report are one of the best clues that a dealer has for determining whether an odometer has been altered, or what we sometimes call clocked. And here's some helpful hints that may help you detect whether a vehicle has an odometer that has been tampered with. It can be difficult, but it's not impossible to detect when a vehicle's odometer has been altered. Ask to see the vehicle's title and compare the mileage listed on it with the mileage that's currently showing on the odometer. Inspect that title closely, and if the mileage is obscured, there could be a red flag there. Compare the mileage on the odometer with the mileage reported on the vehicle's maintenance or inspection records. When possible, check the mileage listed on oil change stickers and maintenance stickers. These stickers can be found sometimes on a windshield or the door frame, or maybe they're in the glove box, or they could even be underneath the vehicle's hood. If a vehicle has a traditional mechanical odometer, check that the numbers on the odometer gauge are aligned correctly. If these numbers are crooked, or if they contain gaps, or they jiggle when you hit the dash with your hand, the vehicle may have been subjected to odometer tampering. Inspect the tires and measure the depth of the tread. If the odometer reads 20,000 miles or less, then the vehicle should have the original tires. I always recommend running a vehicle condition history report with the National Motor Vehicle Title Information System. I always feel like this is going to be one of the very best ways that you can protect yourself against odometer fraud. Resetting, disconnecting, or altering a vehicle's odometer to conceal the true mileage is known as odometer tampering. I'm sure you're aware of that. And it is illegal for anyone to engage in odometer tampering or sell a vehicle knowing the odometer has been altered without informing the purchaser in writing. Dealers are strictly prohibited from fraudulently tampering with an odometer to reduce the number of miles indicated on the odometer. This is a federal and state law with serious criminal penalties. Besides the criminal penalties, a person could be permanently denied from having a dealer's license in the state of Texas upon such convictions. Dealers should exercise extreme caution when purchasing used vehicles with low mileage and inspect them for any signs of odometer tampering. Under federal law, persons found guilty of numerous incidents of odometer fraud have been sentenced up to 9 years in prison and fined more than $400,000. Odometer fraud is never tolerated by the state of Texas or the United States government. Failure to comply with odometer disclosure and odometer tampering laws could lead to the revocation of your dealer's license along with extensive penalties.